Welcome to the channel, Manny B Investing MBI. And what we're going to be taking a look at is Celer Network. What is Celer Network? First and foremost, I do have some Celer. I got exposure to it through Milkomeda. When I was using an application on Milkomeda, they had a partnership with Celer that allowed different different assets to be bridged to their DEX using the Celer network. And I was like, what is this? It was like CE, I think it's called CUSDT or CUSDC. They have like their bridged version, their wrapped version of assets. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And it works similar to, if you're familiar with the zapping technology on like MinSwap, they have that zap feature where it'll automatically make the trades that you need to get the assets. Or let me see if I can explain this better. So say you're looking to trade ADA for, I don't know, some other random asset, but there's no direct pair for that asset. So you can't just swap ADA for the asset you want. You would have to swap USDC for I don't know, something else, and then that something else for the asset, and then you can swap. What this kind of does is like a zap. It'll make those trades happen for you instantly without you having to manually execute them. So it kind of instantaneously makes the swap for you, so that you don't have to figure out, oh, I got to swap this for this, I got to buy this, so it takes a lot of that the grunt work out of swapping, trading for whatever reason. If you just want to do trading, day trading, if you want to pick up assets to save, pick up things to utilize, it's just a really neat feature and it's an underappreciated feature. So let's take a look at Celer. That's how I got exposure to it. I thought it was cool. So I grabbed some tokens and I kind of held it, and that was like last year. And it cost a little bit more last year when I was looking at it. So I didn't dive face first into it, and I didn't really understand the use case, and I didn't totally trust it. So it's been a while. There's not really any influencers that are in the community that speak about it, that talk about the updates. So I think maybe there's an opportunity there if this works out. So first things first, I'm looking for use case. So I'm looking at utilizing not just holding Celer in a wallet. I want to use Celer. I want to take advantage of the network. So blockchains connected, every dApp, every asset, every user, and it's kind of has this like, this community of different folks and things kind of, working together. And I think these intersections is where Celer sees itself. It's like a gateway to interconnectivity. What is Celer? Celer is a blockchain interoperability protocol enabling a one-click user experience accessing tokens, DeFi, GameFi, NFTs, governance, and more across multiple chains. Developers can build interchain native dApps using the Celer interchain message SDK. To gain access to efficient liquidity utilization, coherent application logic, and shared states. Users of Celer-enabled dApps will enjoy the benefit of a diverse multi-blockchain ecosystem with the simplicity of a single transaction UX, all from a single chain. That's what I'm talking about. So assets and dApps, they kind of just work all over the place. It's Arbitrum, Ethereum, Polygon, I'm not sure what that is. These are different assets that can kind of bloop, 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 jump all over the place and swap where they need to swap. So if you're on Polygon and you've got Bitcoin on, wrap Bitcoin on Arbitrum, and you need to do a swap, you say, hey, I got this, I got that, let's make the deal. And the Celer figures out the in between. So when they say one click user experience, you don't have to connect to a router and route your tokens to a network and then take those tokens and go to a DEX and swap on that DEX for this token and then that token for another token to get what you want. This automatically does that for you in the background, and all you do is just click one button. So this is what I'm talking about as far as like ease of use and mass adoption. This is the way we're going to get there, because my elders in my life are not going to use MetaMask and connect MetaMask to Uniswap and trade Uniswap ERC20 tokens for that to bring it back, and then switch networks to go to Arbitrum or switch networks to go to Milkomeda. They're just not going to do that. So things need to be easier. There needs to be one like push button, one button. It does the thing for you. So let's take a look. This is what I was really interested in. Staking Celer. What can I do with Celer besides hold it in a wallet? So stake Celer. Help secure Celer and capture network value. The Celer State Guardian Network, or SGN, is a proof of stake POS blockchain built on Tendermint that serves as the message router between different blockchains. Validator nodes have to stake Celer tokens to join the consensus process of the SGN. The Celer staking process is a crucial part of the economic security of the Celer interchain message framework. To use the SGN's message routing services and to store the multi-signature attestation, users must pay a fee to the SGN for these services. These usage fees are distributed to the Celer stakers and validators for their work in securing the network, in addition to the block reward. So very similar to how Cardano's proof of stake works. You put your stake into the you delegate your stake to the stake pool. The stake pool mints blocks. You get a reward for minting blocks. That reward is split up between the people that provided the stake, or the state. Stake Celer. Okay, it takes us to another page. All right, so this is the interface for staking. There's 21 validators right now, and there is a total of 2.4 billion Celer. So about half of the Celer that exists is currently staked. So that's a good thing. So it's like, what the heck is the rest of these people doing with their stake? And it looks like it's bonded. I don't see any unbonded. So all of this is bonded. And I don't know what the time periods are. I don't really know much. So we're diving in this and we're kind of learning. SGN v2. Help secure cross-chain interoperability by staking Celer with SGN. View SGN v2 tutorial. Okay. So there's like a guide. That's cool. We'll take a look at that. Run a validator. I'm pretty sure that, oh, okay. To run a validator. Okay. So there's a GitHub here and you can actually run it. That's cool. I don't know if we'll do that, but maybe we'll take a look at it. It's advanced. Multi-block asset bridge, instant transfer, zero trust. Celer Bridge is a decentralized and non-custodial asset bridge that supports 110 plus tokens across 30 plus blockchains in layer 2 rollups. Built on top of Celer interchain message framework, C-Bridge has processed 8 billion cross-chain asset transfer volume on 30 plus blockchains for more than 160,000 unique users, and is quickly growing and expanding into more blockchains and layer 2s. That's pretty cool. Layer 2.finance, easy access, 100x lower cost for DeFi. Layer 2.finance tackles the two largest challenges preventing DeFi from reaching mass adoption: the extraordinary high transaction fees and being very difficult to navigate and use. I agree with both of those things. Layer 2.finance is a novel solution that allows people to access all existing DeFi protocols at a fraction of the cost by acting like a DeFi public transportation system. Learn more. What do we got? Okay. The modern subway to DeFi City. All right. I don't want to make this video too long-winded, but this is a good blog posting that we will definitely have to read through, and also look through the staking on SGN. Let's take a look at the price. Right now, it's about a penny and a half, 1.4, and it's been dropping like everything in the market's dropping like crazy. But I didn't buy a ton of this stuff in 2021. I didn't buy that much. I thought I bought like 2,000. I actually ended up buying like 3. So I didn't buy a ton. I probably took some extra tokens that I had because it was available in KuCoin. So I just probably put some money in a bot and took my profits, and it was like, I want to buy some stuff. And, good times back in 2021, definitely good times. Let's take a look at the trading pairs to see where this stuff is accessible. So we've got, I don't know what Dcoin is, but it's trading on there. BitGet, Crypto.com, of course, USDT pair. Binance, I don't know if that's Binance US. So it's Coinbase. It's available on Coinbase. There's not a ton of volume though. 24-hour volume. Seems to be Binance is the big dog like always. Coinbase is, it's Celer USD. So you got to go straight cash. Okay. Interesting. Do they have any other pairs on Coinbase? That's weird. It's a bunch of Kragan right there. Oh, USD. So USD to Celer. No USDT? What's that about? I'm pretty sure you can maybe swap for it on. Not even on Uniswap? It's not on Uniswap? Oh, there it is. Wrapped ETH and Celer right there. Not a ton of volume. Yeah, I would just get it on KuCoin. I think it's on KuCoin. That's where I got mine. Yeah, KuCoin. Not a ton of volume. Not a ton of volume. I'm not saying buy the stuff. Buy it if you want to. I'm not pushing this on anybody, but I find it interesting. I got exposure to it messing around on Milkomeda. I think it has use case. It's neat. You can stake with it. And there's like an additional feature that I found that was pretty cool that really made me jump out and jump into KuCoin and grab some. And I'm going to go through and show you why I'm interested in it and see if it's something that works out. I'll show you using my own wallet, my own tokens, and we'll see how it plays out. If it works well, then I'll say, yeah, good deal. I'll continue to talk about it. I might bring updates on it. But I think CELR Network is an interesting token with interesting tokenomics and features. And they're looking to provide interoperability in the DeFi world and make things easier to set things up for mass adoption. Because the way that things work today, as you know, there's a large learning cliff there, and it's tough, it's difficult, it's very intimidating. So I am hopefully going to learn about this and kind of go from there. Bridges are scary. I even tweeted that. They had an issue. They had a DNS attack. It wasn't a bridge hack. Thankfully, they haven't been bridge hacked so far. I've done research and looked, didn't really find anything, but they did have a DNS attack on their servers where they pretended to be their servers, and some people might have interacted with the wrong website. So that is something that happened. I think it happened this year. But yeah, I think that was this year. Yeah, it was this year, August. So a DNS cache poisoning attack on Bridge's front end UI approximately during blah, blah, blah. They have all that information there. And then they have all the different addresses that you might have interacted with. So yeah, you just got to really be careful with this stuff. But they have all that information. They squashed it. I think they returned the money too. I think they might have returned the money. I can't remember. It wasn't a ton. But yeah, they did have a DNS kind of attack there. But we'll take a look at these other. I want to look at this, and I want to look at the tutorial. That'll be neat. So we'll look at the V2 staking guide, and we'll look at the layer2.finance blog posting here, the ELI 5, and go from there. And hopefully this is a positive experience for us, and I can report back and show you guys that this is a neat application. So thank you for checking out the channel, the video. Hit the like, hit the share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.